It's been a few days since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town. Still no news about Rarer, though. If only he was gone for good.
Hello! You must be the traveler in Paimon? Mr. Flynn has been looking for you.
The Wild Hunt? Oh, uh-oh. Come on, let's go!
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable.
He's not seriously still getting... everyone's here already. Hey, we made it!
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rarir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol.
And we're sure that Rarir did this.
Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reiki of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he...
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Rarir just after regaining his body? There wasn't a shred of sanity left.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Ooh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage.
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. Unless...
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still...
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity...
That actually sounds about right.
There are many unanswered questions here. Besides his name and title, we know little about him.
Exactly. And I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us. Oh, Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it.
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Somewhere like the Eye of Krati, or the Pillar of Embla.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis.
I agree, we should split up.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
If I recall correctly,
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But...
And if we do run into Rarir?
That's when you follow the 3rd rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
Didn't you say the 3rd rule was go with the flow?
I don't know.
agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rarir, do not pursue him.
all right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Inefa, let's go!
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. Nope. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. Oh, I hate this feeling.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flints?
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. Almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that, or he's just extremely cautious.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where or what?
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
All we can do now is hope that Aino and Anefa turn up some... Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it!
No, it's coming from Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Let's get over there, quick! Why is he attacking the damsel elect? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
This is insane.
Yehoda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now, you shall plunge into darkness. Thalindus, soon, I will find a way.
Watch out!
Find them. Even if it means turning this place to ashes.
That was too close!
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead.
We weren't there for the whole thing either.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Kutar. Cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon Goddess?
Wait, she's the moon goddess?
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon. I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me. Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, it is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you. But right now, devising a counter-strategy should be our #1 priority.
A counter strategy? But we don't stand a chance against an enemy like this. Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world, right? No, I can't say that.
running is our only
Huh?
You seem surprised. But what other choice do we have?
Well, I mean...
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what?
Doesn't that make sense? A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon. What is it like? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess.
We can't just roll over and let him get away with this. That's...
Yeah. We can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together. Besides, she'd pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking.
River's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But...
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scions so long ago. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything. After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation. You were born here, and now you've returned.
Thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now. Very well then.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant.
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull it off just now. Rejected by the world. My power is dwindling.
What do you mean,
The 3 moons belonged to the ancient bygone era, and the 3 moons are not one and the same. Yet moonlight has a way of blending together. But this method of recovery is painfully slow.
It's the Wild Hunt!
Even faster than we expected. We'll have...
See how those Wild Hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting party.
Then what are we waiting for?
Protect us.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Be silent.
They just keep coming. This is driving me nuts.
Rerear's closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kutar's help to escape. This goes on much longer.
Installation chamber.
She wants it.
We need this place.
Rush attack.
Preparing for dust-up.
Forest, protect us.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Close your eyes.
leave this place. With one heart, we
The long sleep beckons. Night falls. Be silent to dust.
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Who are you? Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir?
Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole.
Oh, is that where I think it is?
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
Wow! Where are we? This is so well hidden.
Well, that goes without saying. AKA, the black market of intel. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nodcry should be pretty familiar with me by now. Allow me to introduce my...
We've heard all about you. You look way younger than Paimon expected.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsvartnir without a wink of sleep, only to...
Another.
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if...
Note to self, Uncle Varka.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now.
It's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Nodcry is the work of the Raker of Solnari. That's a lot to take in.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka. You stood with us against the Wild Hunt, and did...
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. And, to be perfectly honest, but now that a new variable has come into play...
A new variable?
Who else? And in a strange way. That said, while Aino was explaining everything just now...
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, I don't know who or what could pull...
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log. A Nodcryan Ratnik's Field Journal.
Oh.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do... Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself? The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari. Nodcry of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So, what do we do now?
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. First, we need to figure out how to take down Rerir. To my knowledge, the bulk of Nodcry's fighting force is already gathered here.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our...
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. They say that back then, I now bear the Frost Moon's power.
Hold on. Are you suggesting...
The iridescent moon.
That's right. If we can find the iridescent moon's marrow...
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and...
According to my analysis,
I know a way, but... Yes.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted.
Then that's settled. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, people's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. The wild hunt has plagued Nodcry for centuries now.
It's true. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead...
But where would we even start?
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes...
Ah, she heard me.
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal.
Since his failed ambush, we can't do this without the Curatorium.
Wait a sec. Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meetings?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help?
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. See... Well, this certainly qualifies as an
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved?
What if we told you, we can't do this without you?
Oh? Then I'd say, you'd better make it worth my while.
I can't put a price on something like this. If you insist on compensation...
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a moon chanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box.
Boss, things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be leyline if there's any way...
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just Flynn's. That fragment that Rerir was after.
Of course.
Let me borrow it.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Shh. This is top secret information.
I get it. And that brings me to the 3rd and final item. I'm in for this part.
Count me in.
Come off it, you two. I'm way ahead of you here. Inefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nodcry.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
All right, then. Once your team has finished their mission, we're...
Lady Damselette. Wait. And you two? We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But...
Huh. You really think that's gonna scare us off?
We're not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Sandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us? Out of consideration for our former ties.
Let them in.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
No, my lady.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Colin.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and set whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past. I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
What? Huh? You mean the knave?
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Nodcry?
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nodcry are me and... What is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon. Is that a no, then?
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him before someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent, insensitive guests.
I bet you served them the worst tea you have.
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? First Rosaline, now you? I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time.
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment. Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Have Febronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one—
But that protection didn't come for free. I just got tired, that's all. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on,
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do. The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more. I get why you left, but if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real. That might be your plan, but— Huh? Listen.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this. Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself? Huh. You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. Go on, get out of here. stay and watch if you want. But it'll be at your own risk. Don't tell me what to do! Stare all you want, Columbina.
I know.
Ugh, this is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. Come on then, Mr. Ray here. Let's pick up where we left off. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations.
Polonia! Get him!
I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
She's not here. Where did she go?
Hey! Over here, you big...
Curse it. Moon, go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past?
Good deduction.
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's... Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned.
Whenever we wish. I've never faced Rarir myself. I, on the other hand, am just...
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however...
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
For once, I agree with you. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary.
Eh? Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Hey, aren't you...
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she...
Dori Sangama Bay?
If you want to make it big in Nodcry, it's all about connections. It was back when I first arrived in Nodcry. My trusty, and wouldn't you know it, I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangama Bay is nothing if not. So, let me guess. You've run into some trouble?
You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of survival gear?
The one type of gear I've never been short on. At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious.
What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees?
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures. I don't...
Your supplier?
A powerful woman, make no mistake. If you're willing to wait.
Then let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that?
Of course not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No. This is for my personal use only.
Let's just say favors are the worst kind of...
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. So remember, don't be frightened. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this simple furnishings. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from... Unless this passed for luxury. Anyway.
Hi, Revere. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I'll test it out. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups.
They didn't sign their name.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about, but if he invites me again.
The Lindis. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Crane imports keep falling. Honestly, I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it.
Making a big purchase. He really is a professional. No, despite what he's become. Did Rerir rip...
Before I met you, out the burial place of a fall, it was you who helped.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. The burial place of a...
Reverie, over here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vedaflin here?
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink.
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey.
Come on, don't give us that. I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah.
So, are you...
Sure, I'll have to tell her it's...
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be a member of the King's Guard.
Of course he does.
Me? Same old, nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
Vedaflin, Dainslift's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother? Or why did he react so strongly?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. Perfectly normal. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's...
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today. Aw, why the long face?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedifilnir showed up today, too.
Ah, Mr. Vedifilnir.
He overheard Dainsleif mention that I'd recently proposed.
So, you're worried? We're nobodies. Why? I'm sure someone in his position has... You worry too much, Rerir. Like I said, I need some time to decide.
All right. Nobodies. Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, the opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but what becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Thelindis? There's no reason we can't keep...
See? You just need to stay positive, Rerir. I can feel your warmth. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only...
You go ahead.
Even busier than the big shots, huh?
Relax. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain.
Well, that goes without saying. Besides, they're two completely different things.
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the... He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancé. Let's dig a little.
Our last operation was a resounding success.
After all these years since the
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Conria has no further need for it.
That's not entirely. Many of its secrets remain unsolved.
You still haven't told your...
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's
You didn't choose this life.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans.
Your concerns are not unfounded. Take care, Ray.
Thanks, Thor. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie, but that's exactly why I can't. The Moonlit Dynasties are a thing of the past. Could that be why Vedifilnir held back? I have to get a clear answer.
Rerir seems to be Vedifilnir and Dainsleif. I've investigated that. Should I try some?
So, he's late after... Are you waiting for someone,
Oh, sure.
Thank you. But... I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. May we have a word in private?
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari let in a soul...
Sorry, I don't know...
Wait. Hear me out. His name is Rerir.
What?
A cruel irony, isn't it?
Why are...
Simple.
How strange. Rerir couldn't... Why would her ceremony won't last?
So that was your doing?
Any more questions, and
I had I gotta admit, though.
I'm just as curious as you are. Luckily, we managed.
So far, so good. Especially the group with the
If you're worried about...
If I know boss,